everybody, it's BV here, and we're back at Project Zomboid. So, our calories are high! Yay! We're gaining weight again, woo! But we have other issues, and one of those issues is recognizing that we need to start establishing the base. So, electrical being level 2, if I can get it to level 5, we can make all of our solar panels. Yes, that is a possibility, or we can start finding them. And both of those options are kind of on the table. We're working towards the intersection of Muldra and West Point. I like to call it that because on this road, this singular road here will take you all the way to West Point. That's right up here, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to stop there. We can always double back, which we do have a small base established over here, right next to the warehouse and the I don't know, Rent-A-Center? I shouldn't call it Rent-A-Center. It's your storage spot, right? And then finally the mechanic shop. So this is still somewhat of a safe haven. If we had to barrel through here with the RV, we could still sneak the RV into here and then have a safety zone. But, you know, there are always caveats to that, right? One thing that we all agreed upon is, I mean, one, yes, the RV is cool, but it may not be that cool. And then two, the Dixie trailer park has given its own level of challenge. We do have a gas station established, and we will be using it. So it's probably a good idea. I shouldn't say it that way. We are going to use that generator there. But one major thing I just want to call out real quick is that this save has been super unique. We're kind of in a space where, you know, it's a question of, do we stay on the road or do we finally base up? And I do think that there's merit in both. So we're going to attempt to do both. You know, we've had a few YouTube comments, you know, speak to setting up a base, and then from there traveling for the things that you need, bring them back to the base, which I do like that idea. But the real question is, where do you set up? Do you find yourself a warehouse that's central to the space that you're working in? Do you pick a town? Do you go straight back to Louisville? Like, we've had so many things. I am definitely going to Louisville. Excuse me, I feel like the sound is a little loud. I am definitely afraid of going to Louisville. Louisville is highly populated, and the idea of dealing with that level of population with sprinters sounds like it's going to kill me. That sounds low. Yeah, it was definitely loud. It was set to 100%. Usually I have it lower than that, so I just fixed it. We should be good. But I don't know. We'll see. So, and a lot of Project Zomboid is always one of those things where you can only do what you can until you can't anymore. Did you see me? Alright, so I am on the road to finding some other things that we can use. And in truth, there isn't much like skill books and things like that we already don't have our hands on. What we need to get our hands on is... Sorry, I had the cough. What we do need to get our hands on is a welder's mask. We can't do any metalworking at the moment because we don't have that mask. Second to that, we're still working on the electronic skill, and if I recall, we did read volume 2, so we do have the skill book or skill bonuses there. Good, right? But yeah, it's still a journey, and everything about the zombie is journey. There's no such thing as 100% safe. Unless you kill a zombie, that also means that you have to turn off responding. This save does not have a zombie responding turn, so we will always be dealing with zombies. Unless we go somewhere that's extremely secluded that does not have spawns, which is also an option. We can choose one of the campsites somewhere. And those campsites aren't free of zombies, but they're much less, and there are opportunities to seclude if you wanted to. So, you know, there's an answer to everything. And at the moment, my answer is, I don't know. But we need skills. Now, coming through the trailer park, or at least starting tonight, you know, some of the work on the trailer park right now is just being able to see any electronics that we can get our hands on and start disassembling. That's really the goal, right? Not everything is worth putting our life on the line. So, like the radio in there, I don't want to fight to like set off the alarm to one of these potentially and then have a dire situation happen. TVs as well. Those are the equivalent of radios when it comes to experience. It doesn't mean you shouldn't get them. You just shouldn't risk your life for them. That's kind of what I'm getting at there. Yep. Flour we always grab. I'm gonna grab the chocolate too because we've been in the space where we want to make bread and chocolate does go into bread. And it'll be good for our calorie setup. So yay. Sugar, yes. More chocolate. Even if we didn't want to make bread, chocolate in itself is good for us to eat because it's high calorie as well. I still can't. That old RV had indeed. Oh. That's a question. If there are still magazines for us to read. There are. I forgot about that. Wait. If I think about it, the carpentry level, well, volume 3, 4, and 5 should be something we are on the lookout for. Huh. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and disassemble it. Because we're here, there's no reason to skip on the experience. It may not be much, but it's something. Yeah, it may not be much, but it's something. It was just one. I am going to drop all of this crap, and then we'll keep just the scrap. Chocolate bread, you'd love that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, I'm going to grab some water, because the water bottle is empty, so we fill the water bottle. I'm going to save getting food. I don't know. As we approach 8 o'clock, the question is, do I turn around? Now, this is considered a garage, despite where the location being next to a dump. So inside of it, it's possible for a generator to spawn and for our standard stuff for solar panels. So that's why I like walking over here and just checking to see if it's open. 1, to see if it did have one of the spawns. 2, and yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be worth my time, but you never know. Sometimes those shells will have something. Now we already know because we have the mod that allows them to burst through. See this. Oh, I have a welder's mask. All right, changes things. We got 2 propane torches which can be filled, so I'm happy about that. That solves metalworking. We can actually start working on that, which means read that book. I don't think we read it yet because we didn't have access to the skill. Huh. Alright, well, this worked out for us. So I don't know. It's 8 o'clock. We're hungry. Maybe we start heading back. We'll check this one last house with the van, and then we'll head back to our RV. Like, that's the plan. That is the plan. Books are good. Alright, real question is, do we break into this house to get to the bookshelf or not? And let's see what happens. I like the idea of getting the fruit jam. Mentioned that we need food. At the moment, we're using a lot of our non-perishable stuff, so that's going to be a thing. I'm going to get an extra bowl so I can start splitting our soups because we're going to start using our beans, and that gives us everything we need. It's always important to have a plan. It's always important to have a plan. Oh, don't need any of this. Yeah. All right, we're out. Sorry. checking for? Annotate a map. Read the map. Ah, West Point. So yeah, like I said, this road takes you all the West Point. I pointed that out before, so yay. Let's take a look here. What's the engine like? Oh, it's in great condition. If I take those engine parts, and then we got 6. Yeah, that's perfect. That's definitely worth it. Alright, we call it a night. It's already 9 o'clock. Let me use the path that we used to get here, so that way, you know, I don't end up with sprinters coming at me. We're already tired, so that is going to be a factor on our capabilities. And I think we're good to go-ish. Kind of afraid to do this, but at the same time, we should be relatively safe. We've done a fair amount of work over here. Yep, see? So what are we talking about? Zombie migration, it's 9 o'clock, so that's fair. Hey, you saw me. Yo, I saw you too. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up? Oh, crap. We're good? We're good. The butter knife in that dude's leg. Oh, after you vaulted, you saw me? Seriously? That's what did it? Alright, we're good. Don't have sympathy for the ones who speak to you. Just take them out. Enter in home sweet home. We'll deal with the electronic parts in the morning. We can actually see something. Oh, and oh, I didn't read volume 2 entirely. Interesting. Interesting. Drop this in here. Go ahead and take the scraps there. Don't need the wood glue because it's too little. And put our metalworking book in there. Okay, so propane torches will go in here. We'll fill them before we leave this place. Put that in there. We're all set. Yes, well set up. Oh, it's always coming together. Let's come in here real quick. Sugar. Fruit jam. Think like a bottle of pickles. I know it's a singular pickling game in terms of function, but think like a bottle of pickles. Alright, we'll grab the chocolate and the chips. We'll go over here with all of our super processed stuff. Then we'll add the flour down here. And let's take a look at our nutrition. Lost almost 1,000 calories. It's about 600 from the fighting and walking around. Alright, what are we cooking? What are we cooking? Are you at 75? Yep, 75. So we want to keep up this weight gain. So let's... rice, pasta, soup. Oh, I forgot about the acorns. So we'll make a thing of soup with acorns. I would add a bouillon cube in this for sure. None of that. Yes, we'll add the beans. Black beans are a favorite for me. I do like black beans a lot. I'm going to add grape leaves. The Project Zomboid gods have rewarded us early in the stream because we already got our stuff. That is true. It's hard to argue with that logic. We're good? We're good. Alright. And then we'll add a little bit of lemongrass, which would be fine if you don't have salt. So in this case, I would definitely add, you know, something like that, and that's good. But we did use a bouillon cube, so I don't know, that's not fair of me to say. Alright, I'll turn that on. Go with kidney beans. I wouldn't do kidney beans in this dish, specifically this dish. Oh. The black beans are just gonna be softer. Kidney beans would stand out alongside the acorns, and the acorns already give a crunch. So, you know, that's just kind of my take on that. Alright. Turn that off. Put this in here. Okay, so the reason why I grabbed the other bowl is because you can split the soups. So I can make 2 separate bowls instead of, you know, drinking out of a heavy pot like that. Fill that empty cooking pot again and then stick the pot underneath. So I have 2 dishes instead of 1. So one we eat in the morning when we're ready, and then one we'll eat at night, and we're all set. So just drinking the one, let's see what that does for our nutrition, or calories specifically. Wait for it. So 1620 roughly, and after half of the bowl we ended up at, that was a little over 400 calories. So perfect. If you had drank the entire thing's 800 calories, true, but notice the full to bursting, and that's why I wanted to split it. If I would have drank the whole thing, it actually is a waste in terms of how much, you know, this person would feel full. We get that same bonus later again. So that was the plan. We good? Wake up, dude. Oh, fog. Alright, we're hanging out in the house. I refuse, in a scenario of sprinters, to go outside in the fog. Refuse. So we gonna get our read on. I'm gonna sit right here in the middle of our RV and read our electronics level 2 book. And wait for this fog to pass by. And this is why you should always have material to keep your character entertained. So, yeah. Let some hours pass by. Let's think about what we did. You're getting hungry. We have food available to us. Take a look at nutrition real quick. Yeah, so once we drink that other bowl, we'll definitely stay high on our calorie intake, which means, look at that, 76 kilos. I'm going to wait until he actually says hungry before I step out. So what we're going to do after we get up is we're going to put those repair parts that we pulled out of the other van into our vehicle. So that's the plan here in a second. Drink our bowl. Get them calories. And look at that. Almost maxing out on calories on our vegan diet. Anyway. Almost finished this book, but like I said, I want to knock out the engine parts real quick. Depending on what it looks like outside, it shouldn't be a big deal. So, exit. What we got? Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. No, I'm doing a lot of zooming out, zooming in, but you know, you can't blame me. This game has not been, you know, nice to us half the time. So there we go. Almost a 50% repaired. You gotta love it. All right. So last time on projectzomboid, we had worked our way down this line, dealt with a few sprinters, cleared out a bunch of zombies that were on this road, and I want to kind of be prepared. So, you know, I said that I was going to go through the trailer park and do some electronics work, which I still will, but while we have the space to do it, I am going to collect some things. So the first thing I'm going to get are these radios. And where are you? Radio uninstall. So getting my hands on radios will help us with electronics, so won't pass up on those things as we work on it. Stick the book away, stick the wrench away. Alright. Gotta have a plan. No matter the game that you're playing, you always have to have a plan, whether it be EVE Online or projectzomboid. I always have a plan. Ooh, sprinter. Damn. Did you trip? First sprinter of the night. And we're working on our blade skill. Right? Right. Yes? Yes. Sure. There. Actually caught up to our axe skill, funny enough. And I say that while this person gets his axe. Game is tough. Really am trying to lean into using the short blade more. So, no, we're wrong. We use what we have, but still. Alright, so remembering this scenario, oh, okay, I did say that I need to slip the RV through here, and I had knocked down one of the trees to make that possible. Axe reliable, yes, very reliable. I mean, looking at this, it's still going to be tight coming through, but it's definitely doable. Alright. Zombie. Steal the zombie first. How many hits does it take? Install. Good? Good. Not taking anything else right now, so just keep dealing with it. Alright, grab anything else electronic that will be useful to us. Can't tell if this car is in really good condition. Really good condition. Oh my goodness. This car is entirely ready to rock. Huh. I'm not going to do anything to that vehicle. I feel like I should take it and keep it. Goodness gracious. Looks cool too, yes. Oh wait. Sir. Let me get my... Have you used that car in real life? Yeah. I mean, I want to say I would, but oh, I like European vehicles personally. Mostly because they're reliable. Oh, like, don't wrong. I love a Mustang. And well, old school Mustangs. Mustangs changed over the years, right? Aside from the Mustang, I would say a Charger is really nice, but I wouldn't own one. My brother has, but he has lots of trouble with it, you know. But it's kind of one of those vehicles that you don't really mind working on, and I acknowledge that too. Good? We're good. Alright. Grab the radio, uninstall quickly. Not sure what the car is. Yeah, so don't get me wrong. I know that the creators of the mod that did these actually did put the names of... Oh god. Come on. Stop. Got it out. Yeah. Lady. Animal print. Look, you were doing the most back then too, girl. Alright, sorry. Yeah, so the author of this mod did originally put like the names of the vehicles that they modeled which one of those cars off of. But you can choose whether or not you want to have the realistic names or you want to have the names that more resemble game naming. And I put the ones that more resemble game naming just not to break the immersion of projectzomboid. But yeah, there are definitely vehicles in game that they modeled off of real cars, Mustangs, Chargers, Hemis, so on and so forth. There are a list of vehicles that they definitely modeled off of. Alright, let's get going. So, based on everything, the question is, do you go ahead and get past this area? I want to keep that car, and I'm going to have to come back for it because we haven't selected a true base. And that's kind of the only issue we have now. where is our base going to be? Yeah. The more I think about the trailer park here, the more I feel like it's not worth it to try to go through it for my electrical skill. There aren't a lot of lamps. If I really wanted to work on my electrical skill, I should go back to Muldra. Go into town of Muldra and then start hitting up, all the different, I'm going to say rich or upper class homes that have standing lamps, and those standing lamps are what give you the highest XP that I've found. Next to that will be your arcade machines and other, complex electrical items like the oil fryer in game. That also gives you a lot of electrical experience. So kitchenware, blah. All right, we're home. The mobile home. But home it is. And we've managed to keep this RV kicking, so. Alright, let's take a look real quick. So, I said I wanted to finish this book first, and that'll give us, the most XP. We're looking at roughly 50 pages left, so let's go ahead and speed through that. Oh my goodness, come on. I guess we gotta figure out what we're eating tonight too. We'll do the electrical work first, so that way I don't forget. Done. Alright, so most bang for our buck. Take a look here, and let's pull up the skills. And we're starting at 4.13. Disassemble some watches, all three of those. 2, 3. Get rid of the walkie-talkie, don't need it. Radio, don't need it. And then the earbud. There we go. So from 4 to 30, so we got 26 points out of that, which honestly ain't bad if you really put it, to paper. As far as everything is concerned, but it's still annoying. It's just not a quick skill to level. All right. But am I happy with that? Yes. Let's take a look at our calorie situation. Again, we are still trying to gain weight. Ooh, we balanced out. That's not good. I want us to be gaining. I don't want us to stall. I did not. Ooh, I think we're normal weight now. I didn't even notice. So, over 75 kilos. We are now, regular weight rather than underweight. So that actually solves other problems. Yay. But let's get a little higher. There's nothing wrong with that. We could. No, we're not going to do that. Let's keep up what I was thinking before. So let's slice up some onions. So onions don't go into recipes unless you slice them. That is a necessity. So, well, slice the onions, and you'll notice that, the 15, 13 blah will start to disseminate out. And those onion slices can be used in various different capacities. And so that's good. I think there's a way to do fried onions. Yes. Baking soda or flour, I can make fried onions. All right, let's do some of that real quick. Oh, wait. So the baking soda plus onions plus flour, which doesn't need water, becomes fried onions. And then from there, you cook them. That makes a lot of sense. It didn't seem like you used much. Let's make one more real quick to see what happens. Yes, like it's a small notch. It's a small notch. Maybe it's not bread, but I do want to see what happens when I cook our onion ring, right? And I'm also curious to see if the onion ring will go into another recipe once it's cooked. In real life, your opinion of buying an apartment, condo versus buying a house. Ooh, do I have an opinion on buying a house versus a condo or apartment? Um, okay, so I am not a financial consultant, so let me say that now for the purposes of the stream. Blah. I will say that from the understanding of financial wealth, buying a home is the best option. You're going to get the most return on your investment after buying a home. Yes, you can put the fried onions in other things like a salad. Can you put them in soup? I don't know if you put it on a fried onion in soup, but I'm just curious. Anyway, yes, most return on investment, is going to be associated to buying a house, right? However, and the reason why I say however is what's the point of having a domicile? I use that word instead of home because there are lots of different types of homes. And if you're willing to acknowledge that, the home is wherever you lay your head, there are better ways to look at it. That said, if you're looking at it specifically from a financial perspective, then yes, buying a home makes more sense. Equity, return on investment, you can turn 200,000 into potentially 4 as the economy shifts, etc. But that also means you're looking at your house as something that you're going to sell again. It is an asset that will be flipped eventually, right? However, if it's not something that you're going to sell again, then it's a whole different conversation. So, if it's not something you're going to sell again, does the home actually win? Probably not, if we're going to be really honest about it. Owning a home that you're going to own from start to finish of your life, the first home that you buy till you die, is a lot of work. A lot of work, from maintenance to ensuring that the property value doesn't go down, dealing with neighbors, so on and so forth, and then last but not least, convenience factor is shot. So if you're not worried about the equity aspect of it, then in truth the condo / apartment is much more appealing because a lot of those amenities are taken care of for you. The problem that I have with that thought process is how much you really getting out of it. Like, that's always my question when we talk about the condo / apartment. What are you getting in terms of amenities that you're paying for, and are you using them? If you're not using them, then you're just wasting your money. Like that's 100% the issue. So yeah, if you're the type of person who can live in an apartment complex, use the gym, the pool, the extra space, and so on and so forth that comes with it, then good on you. You're the person who should definitely be into a condo / apartment. But if you're not using any of those things and you're just paying for them because it's a nice to have, and you've never had in the last 3 years an issue of maintenance coming to your home, nope. You're just wasting money for services you're not using. And that's how I feel about that. Okay, let's see real quick. So, did I like the onion rings? Yes. I think they definitely increased the calorie amount when it came to the salad. But if you're not eating straight salads, then maybe not on the onion ring. Just call that one out real quick. Or you can eat them by themselves. It does increase the onion itself to give you... That's interesting. Wait, I just thought about that. A single onion slices into 3 to 5 different onion slices. Add the baking soda and flour to go from 5 hunger for a single slice to 10 hunger, and then 13 to 15 based on your cooking. You are tripling your nutritional and hunger of a single onion by making the onion ring. Huh. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. From a game perspective, especially from, a hunger nutrition perspective, it does make sense to have that done that way. And then on top of that, add it to a regular salad. The fried onion ring it's not a game changer, but it gives you options if that's all you're getting your hands on. So I do like that, actually. I didn't really look to see what I was getting in terms of cooking out of it. But yeah, my cooking skill is almost level 7, so that's good too. We'll be able to use rotten food. I don't like doing that in game, but you can. Alright. I'm sorry. I did a bunch of talking and preaching and blah. Let's come back to this. I need to fix this, which means let's just go ahead and do the soup thing again. We'll do stew with crackers. Sorry. Okay, so where are we at? We had a conversation about housing. And that was it. Yeah, we were playing the game, we had a conversation about housing, and now we're not having a conversation about housing. We need to use anything that doesn't say wild next to it. Or, well, the onions, I mean the mushrooms never say that, but I actually have a stale one in here, that's right. If you don't know, the different icons for mushrooms do count as different objects inside of a meal, so that way they are considered unique and give you more happiness. So yeah, 68 hunger, we're turn that on. We're also waiting for the fog to go away. No, fog was already done at this point. We are looking at where we're going to go next, and we said we were going to call it a night here. In the morning I'm going to get up and then drive through our blockade. I'm going to use those terms. Blockade, yeah. And I guess we can start reading our mechanics book, since all books are currently read in terms of bonus values that we're working on. Okay. Oh. 88 hunger. So yeah, that's a clear thing that you shouldn't eat straight up. You should at least split that. You can do a split up to 4 as well. So that's, again, something that I'll think about in the future. But for now, we will just throw that in there. Good. Fill. There. And we sleep. I actually think it's funny because the recipe that's here for the onion ring can be done in the forest, right? So let's say that you can, let me rephrase that. You can forage and find flour and baking soda. I've done it in various other saves that you can see on my YouTube channel, right? So if you were foraging, you found a bunch of onions, you found the baking soda, you found the flour. You don't need water, according to the recipe that's here, which makes sense, to make fried onions. So you throw it on your campfire, and you have fried onions that can go into your salad. So it's definitely interesting to see. All right. Let's eat one of our stew. We got things turning stale in our watermelon. So we need to go and start using fruit salad. That's the next thing we're starting to really focus on in terms of food. Alright, and calories are staying high. So we exit. We have a little bit of fog. Huh. Is this fog settling or going away? This fog is settling in. Yep. So, no thank you. We don't move in fog. Let's go ahead and read this map. Bring up Louisville. Ooh, looks like smoke. Yep. Oh, Louisville. How I loathe you. Do not look forward to it again. I'm just salty. Alright, let's get rid of the map I just picked up. Yep. And we did a little more reading. So the fog looks like smoke. It does. That's true. All we can do is wait until it passes. You know, this is one of those moments where you ask yourself, how much knowledge would you really obtain from reading a book? Now, I have seen a mod on the workshop called CDDA Reading, and it really is just designed to be like, hey, you read the book, you now have that knowledge, rather than you have the book and then you still also have to go off and do X, Y, and Z to level the skill. I've been wondering, how I really feel about something like that. But I do think that in the world of Project Zomboid, it makes the game too easy. After really considering it, to sit down and read all 5 mechanics books, day one would be overpowered. And oh no, my battery's running low. I don't know if anybody noticed the thing at the bottom. Battery is at 40% remaining power, which we do have extra batteries picked up along the way. Yep, and those will start getting switched out. Remember, we use batteries for power inside of the RV. That's the way the mod creator decided to balance the RV power situation, which I appreciate. So. Alright, here we go. Let's not crash. Sweet. Alright. Did we make it? Cleared it. Cleared it. Oh, we did it. I also think about many people say that extra time in their home would also go slow. Pandemic hit, only true for a few people. Yeah, I mean, it does. That is definitely a scenario. It depends on the person, right? Because for me during the pandemic, time didn't really change much. I mean, I was already working IT. I had the ability to remote work quite often anyway, and I do spend a fair amount of time in front of a computer screen. That's one way of saying it. But I had a treadmill already. I enjoy my backyard, which that goes to a conversation of having a home versus an apartment complex or duplex, condo, block. How much space do you have available to you? And don't get me wrong, Americans are just used to having lots of space, but at the same time, having that space can be beneficial. If you had a farm, you didn't feel the pandemic. You just kept dealing with the farm. It wasn't until you had to ship things or purchase things when you had to deal with something. So it kind of depends on your lifestyle. A lot of things depend on your lifestyle. Alright, let's see how this is gonna go. So we made it to the dealership. I see nothing. Oh man, I see nothing but a fight. It sucks. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get it over with. The real question is, how many people did I just pull? That's trying to pull towards me. They haven't actually seen me, but the game is making it seem like that. Enough. I agree. Alright, dealt with a few. You know what? I'm going to deal with these guys first. I have this strange feeling that I'm going to accidentally back into them during a fight, so instead, let me deal with them first, then I'll deal with the other side. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's see. Oh, come on, guys. Not saying the words. I'm glad that you guys are not what I'm thinking. No! Alright, switch to axe. The meat cleaver broke. Crap. having more knives. I want to start using my knives. Now, I actually want to avoid doing that, the insta-kill animation, not just because of sprinters, but because now that insta-kill doesn't help me with the experience from short blades. So it's per hit, right? So the more hits I do, the better. Is kind of how it's going to work out. Right. Let's grab another at. I always want to be prepared to deal with a large one. Alright, go. Did I just pull the whole group? No, just 3. Maybe 4? 3. That's good. Alright, let's go. Stabby motion, stabby. I think we're good. I feel pretty good about it. Yes, I took out your friend. She wasn't a good person anyway. Any other sprinters? Nope. You know, this white shirt probably wasn't the best choice for the outfit. I feel like an axe murderer. Good? Now this can spawn zombies because it's considered a house. Strangely enough. So it's best to walk underneath it so it activates everything and it can't spawn again. And nothing spawns inside. Good. Empty ball. We got one van over there. Okay. I don't feel like it's the board. You know, one of us join us. They accept your fate. Good. Okay, so I like the white shirt when it's clean, yes, and the whole outfit. Yeah, you know, he's got the small town boy who just survived the zombie apocalypse as things went down. Oh man, that's a fair amount of zombies. All right, are you trying to make it? You got a board with pins. Yeah, you're a survivor. I'm not sorry. Yeah, you're a real survivor. Respect. Hey, wait, I saw a digital watch that's gonna get disassembled. Okay. Sprinter! What are you trying to eat? Did it. See? Oh. Perfect. Alright. Catch a knife. Burger. Gonna use your knives. Gonna use these blades. Trying to get through it. Trying to get through it. You have a decent bag. That's another bag over there. Oh. I'm not lucky enough to get a military bag, am I? Yeah, this is a whole survivor situation. It looks like I love this story, right? So let's take it as a group of survivors, similar to The Walking Dead. We're traveling in a van or in a car. They crashed into another group, and one of those people died. And that person just so happened to also be infected, and it turned into a whole fight. And unfortunately enough, nobody survived. That's how I see this one down. Oh, it's nice to see the story and situation, especially when it's long. Yep. Another spreader. Ooh, oh, I'm not gonna get to you in time. Push. Kill. Why you got blue hair? Yo. Where you get your dye from? I'm curious. Good night. Good night, my friend. Alright, large bag, 85. My large bag is 85 too. You don't have anything. You have leather gloves. I'm gonna wear them. Alright, everything else is nothing to worry about. There's literally nothing in your bag. Disappointing. I feel like I grab it though. Maybe my secondary. Yeah, we're gonna take it. Okay. Let's continue with the clear and see what else happens. You're slow. Good. We're good. Let's take a look. So that short way experience is. Am I a pacifist? Oh, I am a pacifist. I didn't realize. All right. Last two. Give ourselves some safety and. Oh, damn. Why do you turn around? Equipped. Knife almost destroyed. Can I put you in my right? So recall that our original plan was to come to this intersection so that way we'd be able to find an RV potentially, because this parking lot, and the parking lot across the street at the gas station has a lot of potential spawns for vehicles, and we've yet to see an RV, a trailer, anything. Oh, it is disappointing to say the least. I really miss the luck trait. I feel like I should play with the luck trait. Especially with, oh no. Anyway, luck trait, especially with, the sprinters and whatnot, I think that would have balanced things. Just to be able to get, awesome loot spawns at times. Ah, God. Are we alive? We're doing okay? Only one spawn. Feel like... Did I have food? Do I have food? I don't have food. Deal with what we gotta deal with. It hurts us. Yes, it does. But you did this to us. Remember that, Becky. Let's do it. Let's do it. I got sometimes it's like, hey, what's going on over there? Oh, look at you. What's going on, Betty Sue? Walked up slow and everything. Point out the knife only hits one person, even multi-hit on. And that makes a lot of sense. Oh, you can only stabby with the short knife one person. So. Good. Yes. Keep it moving. Yeah, that's a sprinter over there. Okay. Okay. Do I feel good about, what we've done? Yes. Killed lots of zombies here at the intersection, and I mean, I think instead of just leaving, we're gonna go inside here real quick, see what we can loot out of the spiffos. The spiffos is good to loot. The gas station is good to loot. The building over here at the top left-hand corner is actually just a clothing store. Not good to loot, unless you need clothes. Good to go. Do I see salt? No salt. I see lots of things that don't matter to us. Yeah. Ketchup. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Know this is your spot. I'm sorry. Well, we have salt at, in the spot now. I'm just pointing out the spot. Salt is really hard to find in this game when you're looking for it. I'm going to take the Spiffles mug. I feel like it's time to start, thinking about how the base is going to look when we get to that point. Flour, sugar, muffin tray. I don't think we have a muffin tray, so I'm going to take the muffin tray. Don't need any of the rest of this. Yeah. No. One thing to disassemble, really. Oh, meat cleaver, yes. Better fight options. Frying pan. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead. I killed everything on this side, so I feel good about disassembling this. We just listen out for any type of crashing or window breaking so we can immediately start running. So we needed 300 points to scale up. We just got an additional 50 out of that. No, I think we were at 40 originally. No, not 40, 30 originally. So yeah, I think we got 60 out of that, which is good. Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Go back to the RV, get some food, and call it a night. He's all bloody, definitely. Again, very disappointed by this intersection. I had very, very high hopes of this intersection, and it let us down. It let us down. I'm saying that because in other playthroughs, when we've hit this intersection, we've seen and had great experiences, not just from the zombie count, because we did have to fight. I think every time we've ever come to this intersection, it was a massive fight. But on top of that, there were vehicles around and lots of different objects that we were able to acquire or feel like, we were substantially granted opportunities for success. In this case, I feel a little cheated. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can take what we have for propane torches now and start working on metalworking, but that is not a focus right now. Not a focus right now. So I'm gonna put this extra bag down. So, can I just place item here after rotating it? Just for the visual. There you go. Hopefully no. Okay, so let's go ahead and disassemble these watches. Alright, cool. What else do we have? I did get some flour. Yep, so flour can go in here. We fought hard, which, again, fair. So drink a little bit of water, fill our water bottle. Going to leave the mug alone, but I did pick it up because I wanted to place it. And we can rotate that a little bit. There you go. Alright, muffin tray. Do you know the Muffin Man? Oh, well, always going to keep a knife in here, so I won't take the one out of there because the entire point is if we need it to be used for cooking. So if we run out of blades on our person, we will always have a knife in here, and that knife is specifically for cooking. I don't think so, that you know the Muffin Man. That is unfortunate. The Muffin Man is somebody that you should meet. There's a reason why we call him the Muffin Man. Good. All right. There we go. Okay. That Shrek, right? I mean, do you know the Muffin Man came before Shrek? So, yes. Okay, wait. So, bowl, muffin tray, water, flour, salt, baking soda. This is the equivalent of bread. Can you do anything with biscuits? Biscuits. Get 6 biscuits. Nope. You just make biscuits, it looks like. Doesn't seem like biscuits become anything. Can you put biscuits in anything is a question. I'm gonna make them. I remember making them once before in Raymond's save, but I don't recall feeling like I could do anything with them after I made them. So now that I have a full kitchen at this point, we're gonna make these muffins. After we make our muffins, we'll get our muffins and then see if they can be used in another recipe. Like, that's kind of my goal here at the moment. So muffins made. Out. We get our 6 biscuits and we put our muffin tray away, and then we ask ourselves, can we do anything with them biscuits? Because the biscuits are going to be a thing. Make gravy, which takes water and the gravy mix, which that's stew. Can you put them in the stew? You can put them in the stew. Oh my goodness, that makes so much sense. Okay. Is it a garnish or is it a full item though? I'm curious. It's a full item. Alright, so I got 3 biscuits with some chives. Ooh, grape leaves. If I had tomato paste, that would work. And this. Hey, cooking skill went up. Yay. I do have some tomato paste. I don't think there's any real usage for tomato paste on its own in game other than, you know, being a garnish, so it's not a problem to use. Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. So let me stick this in here. This in here. Grape leaves, mushroom stew with chives. And then we cook it again. So we cooked the biscuits originally, which gave us some hunger. Put it into a stew, we get more hunger out of it. and more calories out of it, which after this, now it's not as much as some of our other stews have been with beans. So I'm going to point that out. Beans are still better. But if I turn that over, oh no, our calories are at 200. We're not gaining weight. We're also not losing weight if we're here. 77 kilos is good. That's not bad. 400 out of yeah. All right, I'll take it. I'm okay with that. Oh no, that is bad. Wait a minute. So we're gonna have to eat that entire thing. It's just not as filling. Okay, so the hunger aspect is low, but the calorie aspect was high. Yes, the calorie aspect was high. Interesting. Alright. Well, I don't know if I'll do that again. You can find something to do with the peaches. Oh. Fruit salad. I don't think peaches will go inside of a soup. If I had, like, a pie. No, peaches don't go into anything except for... I think you can make peach bread, can't you? I don't know. We'll do it in the morning. Oh, he's nice and tired and ready to sleep, so let's sleep. So I said we'll do it in the morning. We will take a moment. Let's go ahead and make one thing of bread since we're in a cooking mood. There's just a lot of stuff that goes into making a single thing of bread. Oh, fill cooking pot. So, sage, parsley, marmalade, chocolate. Doesn't look like I can. Interesting. I was wrong. Okay. Well, let's add the marmalade to the bread. And then we'll add the fruit jam to the bread. And then we'll add... Ooh, that's a good question. If you had a marmalade and a fruit jam, which is very sweet... Which of these spices would you add? Would you add sage, oregano, parsley, or chives? Now, as a person who loves cooking, sage pairs well with sweets. Same thing with mint and various other, I'm going to say herby with a hint of Christmas because there are a few herbs that really do work well in sweets, but there are others that you wouldn't do, like goodness, what's a good thought, an allspice or a star anise. Now star anise is kind of a mixed bag because like in a lot of Asian cooking, for example, you'll find star anise, but at the same time, Westerners aren't great with star anise. I think coriander is another good example of one that can go either direction. It is a pod, yes, but a lot of people think of it as a grain, so I'm going to add it into this conversation. See? Alright, now, our marmalade sage bread. Let's see how many calories we got. I'm going to eat the whole thing. I didn't intend to keep it in the first place, so... Not to mention, during Raymond's playthrough, we learned bread doesn't keep well, so... From 700 to... What was that? 1,200 calories from that one thing of bread? Now, we did, pack some sweets in there, but that was a heavy loaf of bread. And bread alone, we gained weight again. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's get moving. So... Here's the thing, right? We're gonna come around here, swap seats into the front. Let's go ahead and pull around to the gas station. that's right here. We did not clear it originally. We kind of walked away, so we're coming up, moving up the vehicle. We'll deal with the zombies that are here, and then we'll talk. Seen them sprint around. Oh! God. I love how sometimes the sprinters like just trip, but it's still annoying. Red knife? Hunting knife, perfect. Give me those knives. How we doing? What's going on? Good to go. So I never go inside of a clothing store because it's not a thing for me. Fashion zomboid is not my calling. I saw a zombie here. Hey, what's going on? Did you just... So, the game. Now I realize how the mod works. The zombies don't actually attack the window and break it. What it's doing is sources the closest window nearby and then uses the smash window option that the character has once they're aggroed. That's interesting. Not a big deal, it's a minor detail and it makes sense to do it that way, so that way the zombie, you wouldn't have to like adjust the combat value of the zombie per hit. You can just have it be instantly smashed. So get it, but here's the question with you guys. We have no reason to go inside the gas station. I don't think we're gonna get anything I don't already have. So I know some of the condiments in here make sense, but the possibility, I mean, we got rain. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Smash the window. Bottles of water, pop soda, granola, chips is a good idea to grab. High calorie item, granola bar, yes. Don't know about that, but we'll grab it for now. Jerky, no. Chocolate, yes. Tortilla chips, yes. Nothing else stands out to me. Annotated map. Okay, Marked Ridge, we haven't read yet. I hear beating. Interesting. Mulder map we never actually read. Riverside we'll grab. West Point we'll grab. Did I grab West Point? I didn't grab West Point. Let's just grab it. Question number 1. Zombie? No. Zombie in the back. Alright, I'm fine with that. Grab this chocolate. It sounds like 1, but I'm not going to put myself in a weird situation, so I'll just go out this way. If you recall, I had looked this direction, so I couldn't see it around the garbage can. Interesting. Down he goes. regular tire. Alright, let's get back to the RV real quick. We'll pop inside, look at our maps, and then make a decision. So, March Ridge, read. Sorry about your eyes. Muldra, read. Sorry about your eyes. Riverside, read. Won't say it again. Rosewood, read. Please forgive me. West Point, read. Last time. Map discovered. Alright, so now our map is very open, which tells us a lot, right? We didn't go all the way down Muldra, which is fine. But at the same time, one of my favorite places to be at in Muldra is this starter home location. It's right here. This starter home is actually one of my favorite bases in game as a whole. Not because the home itself is great. It does have a 3-sided fence, which is wood, not a big deal. It borders forest, and it is considered deep forest. You can walk this and get to a water source that is infinite, so yay. But the real reason why it's one of my favorites is because it has direct train line access, and you could quite literally walk out of town with very little, resistance depending on the direction you're going. So, yay. And you can follow this train line, which you see me do, up to here if you want to. You can go into the rail yard if you want to, or you can just go south and then work your way down towards Rosewood or March Ridge. However, one thing I'm going to point out is in all my playthroughs, I have never continued down this road. Alright? Now, we've been talking about figuring out where our base is going to be. And one thing that I think anybody and everybody will agree to is that our base should be at a centralized location somewhere that gives us access to loot and clear-ish roads, I'm going to say. Loot access is an interesting way of saying it. And my problem with, being able to say loot access, what do we consider good loot, what is bad loot, blah. I am going to make the argument that I want to have access to essentially any major highway that'll get us to and from all of the major cities on this side of the map rather than Louisville. So if we do that, it would enable us to do more. But also remember, we have sprinters, so we want to have safety and solitude when we want it. So let's say that we load into stream and we decide to make a wholesome day where it's just, hard work, life on the farm, versus days where it's like, I'm going to murder 1,000 zombies and bring a shotgun to West Point. Like, I want to have that capability. So my intent is to drive down this road and then figure out where it takes us. So this road here gives us access to Muldra, gives us access to West Point, and depending on how far we decide to drive, we can get to Riverside. Rosewood is further out, and so is March Ridge, but I think that's where I'm leaning. So depending on what we discover, we have the RV. The RV is packed with enough gas to handle most situations, and then last but not least, we can start looking for things like a generator and so on and so forth, so that we can get established. Worst come to worst, we're able to come back towards the Dixie Trailer Park and clear out zombies again, and then fill up on our gas, because we do have a generator right here established as a small location to fill up our gas tank. So depending on how far this goes, maybe it is a bit of a detour to get gas, but as we establish ourselves really well, it might not be a big deal. So that's what I'm thinking, and I'm saying that because later I'll figure out what people say on YouTube. When I'm on stream, it's kind of one of those things where you make a decision and you hope for the best. So at the moment, I'm hoping for the best, that this is a good direction to go. And if you have experience in the entirety of the map, let me know. Hey, that wasn't the best way. Maybe you're going to find yourself stuck, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Again, feedback is always good, but for now, since I'm the only person here who has a lot of Project Zomboid experience, this is the way. Probably should eat, but I'm gonna wait. I got zombies around. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull the battery from this truck, just so I have an extra battery. I have a few batteries, but I feel like I don't have enough yet to sustain our lifestyle. Can also take the parts, but I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait. Well, it's not that big of a deal to pull out the wrench. Come on, man. Wait for it. Got 4 parts? Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Alright. Game. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Stick you here. I can't. Interesting. Alright. Is there another middle row? Middle seat. Middle. So. Yes, now it's raining, but that's also why I had washed myself while we were in the RV just now, because rain does affect the RV's water collection. Yay. And we're good. No reason to kill those 2 stragglers. So let's see what's down this road. Now, we've already learned our lesson about driving too fast. So I'm going to do my best not to crash. And look at that. No sprinters. You know what? I just realized that wasn't the best way to do that. I mean, look at the bug. How'd you mess that up? See you back there, lady. Car's busted to hell. I'm interested in keeping this key, which is funny. How bad is it though? Why? Game. Oh, of course. I appreciate that, modder. I do. Car is destroyed. Ah, but I want to fix it just because it's a bug. Alright, back in the car real quick. I wonder if in the cave days, if people would also mostly wash themselves during rain like certain animals. Yes and no. I mean, they were wrong. You know, there's access to water is going to be the question. So if you had access to a water source, there's no reason to wait for rainy days. Now that water source would need to be renewable still. It couldn't just be a sitting lake or pond that didn't drain into something, which isn't common. All water, you know, is connected. But it doesn't change the fact that you would need that. See? Yeah. Alright, let's make those fruit salads. Let's use those peaches before they start to turn. We talked about that. And we, of course, have these watermelons. So, since our weight is stabilizing, I think it's not a bad idea to start doing it. Doing car collection now. Yes, we'll be doing a car collection, I feel like. It's not a bad idea, but we still need to have a base that can maintain a car collection. And since we've gotten so good at mechanics, unwillingly, we're in a place now where we could take a beat-up car and truly put it back together. It's a little bit of work, but it's fine. We're good. It's not bad. Look at that. Alright, we exit. I don't know why I have a tendency to get out of the vehicle. I don't need to. I just do that because it's a habit. Alright, let's keep it moving. So I do want to find, you know, either the place that we're going to rest at or the home slash base that I feel like is going to make sense before we start closing upstream. So that's where we're at the moment. Ooh, interesting turn. Where am I headed? I have no idea. Remember, like I said before, I've never been down this road before, so I have no idea where it leads to. Lots of forest area, which I do and I don't like. Dead body. Are we coming closer to town? A town? An area? Something? There's a lot of ground to cover behind you. Which, as a Sunday driver, we'd be burning through gas. So it is a nice turnaround to see how fast we can drive now, but at the same time, being able to respond to these car events is the thing. Rain again, yes. Ooh, power lines. Power lines is a good. Oh, look, these are high voltage, you know, so that's cross. Oh, I did it. All right. Where does this lead? So, farmland. Okay. Where am I? Goodness gracious. Okay, wait. Pull the map. I am nowhere. Okay, so this road might take us towards West Point, which isn't what we really want. Or... Okay, wait. I'm trying to think of the way to do this. You know what? Let's keep down this road a little bit and see what happens. Because again, I'm still in territory I don't know. Lots of zombies. Bye. I'm glad you guys were on the side of the road. Thank you for not being on the road. But it also puts me in a situation where I can't turn around. Crap. See, lots of farmland, no houses, which makes no sense. You would need either it's industrial or there's a house somewhere. So, okay. Look at this. Oh, and it's fenced. I like it. It's a lot of space. I get storage. Out in sticks. No. Is it 2 stories, or you think it's just designed that way to look like it's 2 stories, but it's only 1? It's a warehouse for sure. Come on. I mean, I can disassemble these bars and then use those bars to make bar fences. Sweet. Close. Alright, so full warehouse. Oh, it's one of these like farm storages. Okay. It does have 1 sink already. Hand scythe. So I'm betting all of these crates are basically fertilizer at this point. But this is doable. I can actually back the RV into here, can't I? Let's find out. what was the statement? So they weren't jaywalking. Okay, which for the people that have names with J, would that be they are walking with themselves? Okay, so that got weird. I don't know if we're experiencing some existential thinking, but I don't think I'm on your level at the moment. I can't back it in. The game is not, designed for this large of a model. I get that. But still, I don't think that's a need to back it in. But for other vehicles, actually, I am getting to like this as a base. It's unconventional. It is not normal for you to see on stream from other YouTubers or whatnot. So I can truly make this place my own. Little weird to defend at the moment, but if I disassemble it and get some wood going, actually, instead of disassembling this stuff, no, I will, because I don't like all these tables. Making fun of jaywalking, yeah, I get it. But all right, so if I get some wood planks going, I'm feeling like I'm gonna make a base. Question becomes, it's not really a question. Alright, so would you yeah, I wouldn't use all these crates, not like this. Some of them would be kept, but not all of them. Let's do some work. Just some more nails. Barricade plank. One. We'd only need 2 planks on both sides, so that way I still have visibility on the outside, but defense from zombies just breaking in. Yes, I think this is gonna be the start of a new day. We've got wood access, we've got farm access, which we all know I love when it comes to foraging, right? So we've got basically infinite supply of food, power or not. There we go. Logs. Not the most attractive base. Well, it is a warehouse, and it is a warehouse that we could stash a lot of our vehicles, so I can start collecting vehicles to get them back here. My only concern would be, gas. And in a lot of ways, I can stockpile gas too if I can get a couple of things going to make it work, right? So, realistically speaking, it's not a bad idea to run with it like this. There's gonna be some time, and we can clean it up and make it look pretty. The solar panels mod is another thing we gotta talk about, but we still gotta do that work. But for the time being, this could be it. I thought I had extra nail. Oh, there it is. Oh goodness, seriously. We are dying. Wood is heavy. Alright, so we add plank. Made beautiful mini houses. The construction house comes to mind. Yes. Yes, we have. So, in reality, unless zombies spawn on the back of this house, which I don't think they can, I'm not going to say that they can't, though, so... Yeah, we're still going to board out the spot. No, I don't like that, because it puts me in a situation where I have limited options for escape. Huh. Barricade. Barricade. Alright. Like I said, you have so much visibility. Alright, the bear. That, feeling pretty good about it. Alright, cool. Let's take a look. Let's stick these in here real quick. Put our tools back into the bag just to keep up with the things that we need to keep up with. Don't have anything that needs to come out. Nope. Okay. Let's make something really good to eat before we call it a night. I didn't actually call it out before, but we did hit cooking level 7. I did say the words that we can start using rotten food inside of meals, but I typically do not do that. One, because it's just unnecessary. But there's so many options to be able to get your hands on food that is good, and you can only use one singular item that is rotten in a fresh meal. So don't get me wrong, I definitely can see how you can ration rotten food into fresh food in this game. I personally would not do that in real life, so I wouldn't do it in the game either. Alright, now this is actually something I would make. If I took some dry old biscuits, if they weren't dry, it doesn't really matter, threw them into the stew with some random leaves, I would probably use like a collard and then white beans. Now, white beans, because of how they cook, they keep their shape. They don't get too mushy. They're a little more fibrous. Depends on white beans. So cannellini beans, for example, are a little more fibrous than black beans are, but they don't feel as hard because their skins are softer. So it's little things, right? So I would do this in a soup. It's kind of my point. A vegetable white bean stew, and those biscuits would just make your broth feel heavier, be thicker. I think that's the verbiage we should use. That is going to take forever to cook. What is happening here? I don't see the bar moving. Oh, it's going 1. I thought I was speeding through time, and I was like, how is it taking that long? I'm sorry. All right. But those biscuits are not heavy on the the hunger scale, so something to call out there. And let's just take a look at our nutrition. So we're not gaining weight again. We're 77 kilos in terms of weight. If we eat one of these, we get, let's take a look. 600-ish calories and fullness. Look at the fullness. Look at that. So I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, well, I ain't cooking anything else tonight. Well, that's not true. Let's go ahead and make a fruit salad just so I don't forget for the next time we come on stream. Because, again, we need to get through these peaches. We need to get through those watermelons before they go bad, too. So, and if he wakes up in the middle of the night and needs a snack, he's got a fruit salad waiting for him. Excuse me. If you can hear me yawning, it's because it's late. It's time to start signing off. Oh my goodness. Man, we've done a lot of work and we're in a new space. I've never been here before, so I'm very curious to see what to do with it as we move forward. I've never been, adverse to making a base, and we're working towards a place where I think this is kind of nice and out of the way. If I pull up the map, I can see how the road, because this is going to go upwards, right? So I can see how the road could wind and make it towards West Point. Now, we are intimately aware of how West Point's designed. This neighborhood, this god-awful neighborhood where we lost our hat and then had to bring a shotgun and kill so many zombies just to get the hat back, was a thing. that said, we know where to go at West Point for many items, and we know how to get to electronics level 5 if we decide to do that. But our main base, I think, is going to be here moving forward. And to that point, let's go ahead and place our home icon here, just to kind of call it out. And I don't have a eraser to fix what I just did. Regardless, I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. So for now, let's go ahead and say it. Brandon Stackhouse has finally killed over 1,000 zombies. We finally killed over 1,000 zombies. We have been working on our short blade skill, and to my absolute surprise, it's doing well. It's nowhere near what we've done with the axe. Like, let's just be fair about that. But slowly but surely, we're getting good with that short blade. And I said before, we've already caught up to our axe skill. Actually, we're directly on par with it. We're talking about 4 skill points. And the reason why it's such a big difference, because I have a skill bonus with short blade. I do not have a skill bonus with axes like I typically would have if we were a park ranger, not a chef. So that's just something to call out there. Regardless, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm glad that we still came back over to Project Zomboid and didn't just stick to the Elden Ring all night. But with that, it is time to sign off and say good night. For those of you who watched this far into the video, as usual, please like, comment, share, subscribe, etc. The YouTube things, it always helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate you if you do. If you don't, I still appreciate you for being here. And that, I'm going to say good night. I got trash to put out. Cheers.